Hello, children. I'm just putting some numbers on my calendar. Times New Roman. Aren't they pretty? You can't do this with chalk. You need a 5mm mechanical pencil. Tell your teacher, children. Tell her you need this vital supply. I just catch the outline usually with the pencil and then go over it later, of course, with the marker pen. But, of course, if I tried to do this with the marker pen, I'm sure I would make a mistake on it, and, you know, don't want that. This font will look better, I think, than the impact font that I was using before. I just type it up on a computer, and then I look at the font on the computer and just draw it on here. You see, as I'm doing it, I don't know if you can see from this angle, I'll have to check. And down here makes our 4. And 5. This font has a bit more going on than I think the impact font is kind of boring, actually. Doesn't really have enough going on. It started a bit too far over on this one. See, that's why I'm working in pencil, children. Pencils have erasers. Alright, so that's how you do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Except you have to erase the mistake on the 5. For my Times New Roman numbers, later on I'll be going over them with my Pilot Fineliner, another valuable item. So that's our episode for today, and don't forget to tell your teacher about that pencil. Tell them, you know, you need supplies to be able to do the work. And also maybe tell them to get that pencil sharpener sharpened better, you know. You have to pull like crazy to get it to chew up the pencil. Tell them it's breaking your pencils, and you have to labor, like you have to struggle to make it sharpen the pencil. You know, if you don't tell them, it'll just get worse and worse. Maybe you should threaten her. Tell her you're going to put her head in the paper cutter. Sorry about that outburst. I'm passionate about school issues. So then we take our Pilot Fineliner, and to make our 1, all we have to do is just a couple of strokes. Down here, keep it nice and straight. And of course you need a very fine pen for this job. And I found another pen called Bic Intensity. It's also very fine, 4mm pen. It bleeds a bit more than the Pilot though, but it is a very fine line. Here, we don't want to go quite up to the top, we don't want to leave a little room so it doesn't touch the top of the this one's a little easier than the other one because when it looks easy, that's when it's really hard, these things. But the hard-looking ones are easier. Like this one here is, I find, easier than the impact, but it's more impressive than the impact too, oddly enough, because it has a bit more going on, more different variations in width. Whereas the impact looks kind of just like straight up, just chalk markings almost. You've got to be so careful with these numbers to not to so there's 1 and 2 here, you see. Hold on, I'll put it right up. 1 and 2, you see I got it started. So this will be for my new September calendar. Stay on track with my measurements, and I think that when I put the calendar on the bottom, it will help to square off this image. Right now it looks a little on the wide side, but that'll help to square it off with something to balance it on the bottom, I think, on a long sheet.